Decepticons, Immobilize. The latest installment in the Transformers film franchise is Transformers, Dark of the Moon. Time to learn which Decepticon characters are returning from the previous movie and which are the newly added characters. Scroll below for a list of Decepticons in the latest Transformers flick. There are alien movies, there are action movies, there are special effects. Then there is the Transformers film franchise. What's not to like about the Transformer movies? Big, awesome-looking, metal giants roaming around and morphing into the most beautiful-looking vehicles on Earth. Geeky teen discovers the hidden hero in him, gets a way out of his league hot girl, and becomes a national hero. Lots of noise, great rock soundtrack, amazing epical battles which tear up cities and streets. The bottom line is that the latest, and perhaps last adventure of the series, Transformers, Dark of the Moon is one of the most anticipated and awaited movies of the summer. No one's interested in the humans, the real secret is the Autobots and Decepticon lineup of this movie. Amongst the Autobots present in Transformers 3, Sentinel Prime is the new star, but what about the Decepticons? Megatron will bring together a power-packed and volatile force, he always does, and finding out the new Decepticons and Transformers 3 is the current need of the hour. Read on for a recap of old favorites and the new kids on the block in our roundup of the Decepticon squad in Transformers 3. List of Decepticons and Transformers 3. Megatron, there is no command but mine. Voiced by Hugo Weaving. The ultimate Decepticon, full of pure evil and hatred, returns to the Transformers trilogy, a little bruised and nursing a scarred eye, but still thirsting for revenge, his urge to wipe out the human race unquenchable. Megatron appeared in the second Transformers movie as a Cybertronian winged tank, but in this movie, morphs into a massive armored Mack Titan 10-wheeler fuel tank truck, for a more earthly yet distinctive presence. Possible plot details reveal him hiding in the African continent from the watchful Autobots, but he responds to the Sentinel's call. This leader of the Decepticons is famous for going into whirring, powerful rages and using strong brute force, so be prepared for his screen-consuming presence. All hail Megatron. Shockwave logic brings all things to order. Voice actor unknown. A new foe for the Autobots. Shockwave is among the brainier Decepticons, being a key researcher and scientist. He is the main villain and is said to be even darker and meaner than Megatron. Being imprisoned under Chernobyl for a long time can do that to a robot, so this is one angry and smart Decepticon for Sam Witwicky to look out for. He even has a pet or beast to do his bidding, Driller, which is a tentacle-sprouting, Cybertronian animal or Thingy. Shockwave takes the form of a Cybertronian tank in battle. Starscream conquest is made of the ashes of one's enemies. Voiced by Charlie Adler. Groveling, picked upon, Starscream remains Megatron's loyal albeit bumbling servant. Or does he? We all know Starscream is itching for power and covets the position of leader of the Decepticons. Fed up of being kicked around by Megatron for eons, could Starscream finally show his true devious colors in this Transformers movie? Wait and see, nothing much has been said about Starscream's role. In this installment of the Transformers series, he takes the form of F-22 Raptor fighter jet. Soundwave, he who controls the flow of information controls the flow of battle. Voiced by Frank Welker. Being the Decepticons' communications officer, Soundwave had a minuscule, space-only role in Transformers 2. He morphed into a satellite and penetrated the U.S. Satellite Intelligence Network, thus informing the Decepticons of key information and movements of the Autobots. His role should be a little meatier this time around, as he will morph into a silver Mercedes-Benz SLS AIM and participate in the fight against the Autobots. Laserbeak. Voice actor unknown. In Transformers 2, Soundwave had a minion, Ravage, a sleek panther-like bot who stole the Allspark from its hiding place at the Nest base, but was destroyed by Bumblebee in the ending battle. Soundwave seems to have an entire zoo of animal bots, because this time around, he has a condor-like bot, called Laserbeak to do his bidding. This bot is a missile-filled flying beast, which can turn into a black desktop computer or a copy machine. The dreads you'll never see me coming voice actors unknown. Scientists, giant birds, what else does one need to take over Earth? Oh yes, a mini-team of spies come assassins for covert operations. Crankcase, Hatchet, Crowbar collectively make up the dreads and morph into Chevrolet Suburban emergency vehicles. These Decepticons were in hiding on the moon, but when Sentinel Prime's team lands on the moon, the trio sneak on board and journey to Earth, to heed Megatron's call to battle. Decepticon Pro 2 forms non-voice characters. Before Decepticons are formed with full armor and weaponry, they exist in a skeletal, ill-formed shape called a protoform. Once they land on Earth and decided what form they will turn into, they will change from this uncertain mode into a complete and detailed permanent structure. The best example of protoforms is when Optimus Prime and the Autobots first landed on the Earth. The vague and skeletal form they had prior to scanning human vehicles and morphing is their protoform. The total number and details of Decepticons and Transformers 3, Dark of the Moon, changes every day, with the Transformer movie team playing coy and not confirming anything. With such powerful Autobots and Decepticons, this installment of the Transformers saga promises to be a classic, action-packed epic with multiple later viewings and endless discussions about who is better, who has more powers, etc. Prepare your eardrums, set your wow levels to maximum, and hold on for just a little more time, because those magnificent deep space machines are back and we lucky Earthlings get to see them fight it out. We are here. We are waiting.